Good morning, Doug Oldfield.
Good morning.
You remember everything that we told you in the last video about taking it easy and being chill?
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, that just happened.
Forget that, dude. Just forget that, dude.
Yeah, we're over it. You know, comfort's nice. Cruising slow is nice. But maybe we should just try out going super fast in a dangerous side-by-side.
Where better place to do that than on a racetrack? What better freaking car to do it with than the Hellforce? I don't know.
This is the
I don't
spot.
know. This is the thing. How are you gonna know unless you try? Today's all about the baseline, you know? How are you gonna know unless you try?
Get that baseline. Like we've done, like I personally have gone fast in a straight line a lot. Yeah. There's this whole like life arc, right? Where way back in the day, I used to like jumping and going around turns a lot on four-wheelers. Sure. And then I hurt myself and couldn't walk for 6 months. I know that feeling. So then I was like, I'll just go fast in a straight line. I'll do this drag racing thing. But I think, you know, it's time to see about going around curves again.
I think that's a fantastic idea. This was partially my plant in Doug's head, so it worked. We're here, it worked.
So we are at Grattan Raceway in some city in Michigan. I don't know where we're at. It was
somewhere on the west side of the state.
The drive here was kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know how long the track is. I don't know the details. It's a road course. It's in the rolling hills. There's trees. There's sun. There's race cars. There's motorcycles. There's Hellforce.
There's some good stuff in there today.
You don't need to know that much.
No, for real.
That much else.
We have a machine that's capable of going speeds that are way faster than we need them to.
Right.
We have Doug Butterfield. And we have a racetrack. Who cares?
We got Nick Seuss too.
Who cares, dude?
We got Nick Seuss. There's some other guests popping in here too.
There's some other stuff that's gonna go on. I mean, look at that little sucker, Rubber City, dude. What does that mean? It's probably from a city full of rubber.
I mean,
that's what I think.
What else could it possibly be? So, yeah, basically, we're gonna take Hellforce. We're gonna try road course racing it. This is not a race day. No, this is a test day. This is just a track day.
We know we have a sort of idea of what the limitations are. Right off the bat. You know, it's a side-by-side, right?
Yeah.
Also, it has side-by-side front brakes. That's not good.
Yeah, I said that thing about upgrading the front brakes before we did this. Here's the thing. I didn't do that. We didn't Limited time. There's a lot going on. Yeah. Okay, so we're on CFMoto UForce front brakes, which I'm not saying those are bad front brakes for what they're for.
No.
They're not for this.
They're not for this.
They're not for stopping 3,000 pounds and 800 horsepower, but.
Baseline, baby. How you gonna know unless you try?
Right.
I don't know, dude. But the rear end, right? We have frickin', brakes from a Mustang.
Right.
And we know Mustangs can do stuff.
The epitome of control. Never ever wreck or do anything bad, especially when you control those brakes with a CFMoto stock master cylinder.
Well, that-ish, but baseline,
it's gonna be okay.
I don't know how much more baseline it could be, dude.
We'll take it easy. We'll try not to wreck anything or embarrass ourselves.
Yes.
Or make anyone too upset.
Yeah, we need to leave here today, so.
There was a couple people this morning we rolled in that said, hey, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
And I said, well, we're going to drive this car around the track. And I said, I don't know about that. And we settled on, let's just try it out.
He gave us I'm going to keep my eyes on you, which is better than you're not going out there. So.
We were told we were going to be watched extremely closely, so. Unload the sucker.
Jacked, dude. I'm jacked, yeah. We should unload this, but this freaking track is primo. Like, this is a place that, we've talked about for a long time about checking out, and we had the opportunity to come out here, so.
Yep. I'm jacked.
Without the brakes, we're here, dude.
Yeah, because like Hellforce, dude, it's a cool build. Love it. But it's been a one-trick pony.
Yeah, I'm convinced it's not a one-trick pony.
I think maybe it has more tricks in it. Maybe it can do something else, which would be super fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
A little loud. It's okay. You're crazy, man.
This thing is actually.
Yeah, it is crazy.
You can't do anything in a chill or relaxed manner.
I know. He goes, let me just chilly take this off the trailer.
Let me just quietly fire it up, not bring too much attention to my. No, it's impossible.
Dude, race pipes, dude.
She's throwing the pipes. I think we're good, dude.
I think we should
check the tire pressure.
Yeah, I guess I wonder what a good baseline is. It's cold out, so I don't know. Here's the thing.
No idea.
Baseline, right? Baseline.
Yeah, if anybody out there has a recommendation for tire pressure and a 2022 CFMoto UForce with a Dodge Demon engine in it and a Mustang rear end, if you got experience.
Comment below, let us know.
Let us know. Oh boy, track is just opening up. People out there warming up. I think it's about time, Nick Seuss.
This is, I tell you what, this is awesome.
This is super cool. This is a neat track.
Yeah.
Bunch of elevation change. It's relatively technical.
Looks like it just got resurfaced pretty recently too, so it's in good condition.
Yo,
Some real neat cars out there.
there are some neat cars.
This guy in an Acura TL, dude, just living life. So put the Camaro on the track, dude.
Look at these guys. It's time. It's time. For what? I don't know. I don't have any feel for this. I don't know if those guys are going fast, if they're going slow, if we're going to be slow, if we're going to be fast, if we're going to cook the brakes and fly off the straightaway into the trees. No idea. But
You're on your own path. Just key things to remember. Warm up the tires. Get these tires warm. 2, your brakes are junk. Be super cautious.
Super junk.
And other than that, have a nice
I
time.
think first time out, especially since we brought a lot of attention to ourselves already, I'm just going to be super chill.
Super chill.
So I'll just go out there, sort of recon it. I'll bring the info back, and then we'll try to turn it up as we go.
I like
That's
that.
the plan. Just
I
a
like
little
that.
easy cruise here.
Smooth, dude. Look at that girl. Let's see if he says, yeah, okay, buddy, just run her out there. Or he says, no way, bud. Oh, he's saying send it. Holy moly, here he goes. Alright, this is going to be just like a little tester. I suppose you got to get a little warmth in them tires. And please, Lord, let this work. That looks crazy, huh?
I'm already having an absolute blast, and I'm literally just cruising.
Yes. That is a sight to see. You hear that screaming demon? Holy moly, brother. Dougalberg! Dougalberg!
Let me tell you, you're about to have the time of your life.
Yeah?
You're gonna have the time of your life, dude.
Dude, honestly, from the outside, looks super composed, looks super chill, super good.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you have, in this vehicle, 3 times the amount of power you need.
Sure.
Right, because I've tiptoed the throttle, and I wasn't pushing it. I didn't want to do anything silly the first time out. You know, and certainly going forward, it's going to need more brakes.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, like, I think if we set the brakes up and got the front geometry right, you could actually go incredibly fast.
Really?
I think so, dude. I think so. like I say, I didn't want to do. I wanted to be really safe.
Yeah,
I
super
didn't want
chill.
to do anything to get us kicked
Yeah.
off the track.
Right
you
off.
need to
Yeah.
go out there.
Yeah.
But like, it's so fun.
No shit. How did it? I mean, how did it feel? It feel tight. It felt good.
It feels tight. It feels like it wants to turn well. It never pushed to the front end.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't, dude. I think the weight bias, the weight distribution's pretty good in this thing. I mean, it's mid-engine, so I think the weight distribution's okay. Like, I think it could theoretically do this type of thing well.
What the frick?
Yeah.
How were the brakes?
The brakes are just not powerful enough.
Yeah.
Like I say, I was very easy on it out there, so I didn't get any fading or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like, we need way more braking
Wait, I
power,
mean, yeah, for sure, for
you
sure.
know? And I don't think we should push it on the straight, because here's the thing. Like, if you actually give it on the straight, it'll be topped out.
Did you give it on the straight?
No.
What?
A couple of times when I rolled out, I gave it like maybe 50-60% for a little ways. But if you pointed this thing down that straight and put it on the floor, it would run right to 160 miles an hour incredibly easily, and it would almost definitely crash at the other end. So I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay.
It's like, you know, I don't want to talk back, because I think it's working way better than expected for bringing
a side-by-side, a
UForce
utility
to a track
side-by-side
like this. But like, the discrepancy between the go power and the braking power is so great. I've never seen a bigger discrepancy in a vehicle between its ability to go and its ability to stop. They're on different planets, different galaxies. Like, we could be like multiverse. They might be in different universes.
Oh, brother.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, that makes it makes sense. It totally makes sense.
You're gonna love it though. You're gonna absolutely.
I mean, it looked good, dude. It looked good. I mean, for sure, the second time it looked like, or the second pass, you were getting into it a little bit more. It sounded pretty good. Looked good.
Just
I mean,
a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a long day. I want to make sure we can get a
for
good
sure.
experience.
Yeah,
but
no, that's the right play. Also, knowing the track too. I mean, that's your first laps. Like, that's really more a
For
discovery
sure.
lap
and
than
there's,
anything.
There's a couple blind corners out here that
Yeah.
can get you.
Really?
For sure. You know, if you're like giving it and then, oh, I have to turn there. That could happen.
Interesting.
But, overall, all the people at the flag stands seemed jacked on it.
Okay, that's good.
I think everybody here is jacked on it.
Okay,
so
that's
I think
good to know.
We're good to go
Okay,
now.
good. Well, good job, dude. Way to give her 110.
This could be Hellforce's future.
Hellforce too, dude. You better watch out.
This could be it. This time it's personal.
This time it's personal.
Okay.
Things are ramping up. Pit crew's here. Nick Seuss is about to go out for his first rip. How do you feel? What's going through your head right now?
A little jittery, right?
Yeah.
This is a lot of machine.
For sure.
I don't know this track.
Right.
But
Right.
also super jacked.
Yeah. What I can tell you that makes it better is you can go what feels like so easy, and you're still going fast enough to be out there and not be embarrassed.
Sure.
Like, you can just cruise around. You're gonna wind up going faster than you think. So
I like that. Hey, baseline.
you're gonna have a nice time, dude. Baseline, baseline. I am so excited. He's gonna love this.
Holy
Hey,
smokes.
Justin,
This thing is gonna be nuts.
you ready to watch this? There he is. I'm so excited for him. got to, because I mean, if you could really use the power, you could go so fast.
It looks like it belongs out here.
It does kind of, right?
Well, that was freaking awesome.
Nick Seuss!
Dude,
Tell me what you thought of that.
dude, what a freaking unit.
Is that not incredible?
It's honestly so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good. Yeah, the brakes suck,
Right.
but they work.
They
work.
do slow you down.
They
and
definitely slow you down. You have to brake early, blah, blah, blah. But man, for that being just a front end out of a side-by-side,
Yep.
sucker's pretty good, dude.
It sticks, right? Like, it's pretty
It
precise.
sticks. You know, granted, we're not pushing hard or anything like that, but I thought this thing was going to be a freaking U-boat
Yep.
in Lake Superior, dude. Like,
Nah, dude.
not at all. She is. Yeah, I went more than I wanted. Realized the whole pack was behind me. I'm like, oh shoot. Let me tell you the biggest problem with this machine. As soon as you go fast, he's pointing down. You can't see anyone behind you.
Maybe we can try to fix that before the next time out.
Dougal Field, it's awesome.
It's a beast, right?
I mean, you're tiptoeing the power on like the second or third time straight. I just gave her maybe like, I don't know, 50, 60%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could drive this thing into oblivion if you want.
1000%.
If you gave it 100%, you would drive it to Pluto.
Yeah.
Come back and still be dead, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, good job, man. You look good out there. You looked good out there.
That was awesome. Hey, great job building this, dude.
Hey,
really
thanks,
great
man.
job.
We'll cool her down. Give her another go. I think Justin's down to ride. Are you down to ride?
Whoever wants to drive me around,
Okay.
I'll do it.
You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, well who's next to you?
Round number 2. We got a ride along. We had to even out the weight distribution. Justin said he would do it. We assured him it was safe. There was no risk whatsoever. We've been doing this for years.
The door only flies open once in a while.
Yeah.
Should be good.
You got seatbelts.
Do we need to flash up the image of you that I sent you the other day?
Yes.
I'll send that to you, Doug.
We
You
should
can
do
flash
that.
up.
We should do that.
This is way safer than that.
All right, we'll see you boys in 1988, dude. See you.
We're going.
Hey, Joe.
Hey man, you ready to win some money tonight?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. We'll see. I mean, I want to, but we'll see.
Well, how else are you gonna afford a new front wing for this unit?
Dude, I can make it with my hands. Holy moly. That's how a proper car should perform. And that's Hellforce, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can get us in the corners, dude. You didn't get us in the straights.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, maybe you could.
It does. It does.
If it isn't the old Hellforce brothers.
Dude.
This is a magical machine.
Snarl.
I love it. I love it. Went a little bit quicker on that outing, and I feel like it could go so much faster.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to be reasonable, but
it's hard to be reasonable.
It is very hard to be reasonable. Like this engine and the way it lights so quickly, it just begs you to give it a lot of throttle all the time. There's a lot of potential here.
No, there is a lot of potential. Unfortunately, like you can't really trust on the brakes.
Right.
Which is what really gets you.
You can't drive it in deep.
Usually in a side-by-side, you're going that fast around a corner. You're rolling it.
Yeah.
I've been there, I've done it. And you just, it's a whole nother feeling. It's cool. It's so awesome.
Man, we got to build this thing out for this, I think.
Yeah.
More. We got like 15 minutes left in this session, and then we go to lunch. And then maybe when we come back, we can play around with tire pressure a little bit or something.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
See if we can make any gains.
Yeah, I don't really feel like it's necessary to do a lot of tuning today because my mind is already on completely rebuilding essentially the entire car to do this specifically. So, tire pressures are sort of whatever. But we were talking a bunch about this earlier. So when these guys look at tires and kind of determine what pressure to run, they're looking at the wear pattern on the edge of the tire. And you can see here where we're wearing to. So you want to use the majority of this tread right down to where the compound changes, so you can see there's some tire here we're not using, and what I'm told is that means we're a little high on pressure, so we could probably drop these a few psi, make it even more stickier, more faster, more turnier.
I think you got to work on the brakes first, though.
That's a great point.
I think you have more tire than you have brakes.
That's a great point. I've put a lot of thought into the brakes, and I think the problem is we have 6-inch front rotors.
They're too small.
I think potentially this just needs a whole car front end on it.
Custom build. I think you should build one better than a car.
Yeah, we need we need to be able to adjust the camber, adjust the caster, put big brakes on.
Make it wider. Make it match.
Oh yeah, we could match the track width. Okay, that's what needs to happen. You're right. Look at this.
How's it going, fellas?
We're doing wonderful. So this is my buddy Adam. I've known this guy forever.
For a while,
For a while. Went to high school with him. I worked with him. He went on to a successful career. And we're just hanging out. But he actually invited us to the track day today.
Sure.
So thank you, Adam. And you do some YouTubing as well.
I do, yeah. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, I got a car channel called Adam PE21's Garage. Just starting out, you know, it's not up at the, 350,000 or higher.
440 now.
440
We
now.
just got
Excellent.
440.
But yeah, no, I do a lot of car work and track day stuff, BMWs, LS swap into the Sonoma, other things like that, jet ski stuff too.
Heck yeah. So here's the deal. Great dude, super funny.
Yeah.
You guys should check out his channel. Go over there and just mob him. You know?
Thanks, Doug. Yeah, and by the way, get your kegs from Jenny's too.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's how I met this guy.
On hand.
2015 or something like that. My dad's like, hey, I know this guy right by Saginaw Valley. He gets kegs like when I want them immediately. And I was getting, shown up by all these other places. They would wait like 3 weeks to get my kegs. I give him a call, and boom, it's there. So,
Heck
no,
yeah, man.
thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Oh, heck yeah. You look good in that
Hey,
hat.
thanks, man. I appreciate you.
All right.
You know, when you're at the racetrack, you wear a hat, dude. And other times, you don't. Dude. It's also to cover my bald spot, so you guys can't say anything about it. But anyways, we have a great idea.
Excellent
I
idea.
says to Justin, hey, bud, I'll give you $45 if I can drive your Bumblebee on the track.
Look at that Camaro over there.
Chase car.
Does that
He
thing got a
says-
V8 in
He
it?
says to me,
Okay.
I'll do it for less.
Oh, perfect. Less than 40.
Oh, he said say less, or one of the two. Here's the thing, he doesn't know, I don't have $45.
You still owe me the $45.
Oh, yeah, it's all good,
All right,
man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm taking that out,
Yep.
and then Doug's taking that out,
Yep.
and we're all just gonna go out together.
Just have a nice little,
I don't know if I'd word it that way.
What do you
We're
mean?
all gonna go out together. That seems a bit.
Joe, come on,
but,
dude, Joe.
If we do, we do. I'll go out.
I had a
I'll
great
go out
time.
with you guys.
I'd love to go out with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, in that way.
You
know, it
can
doesn't
stay
sound so
home
bad.
then.
Yeah.
Like that.
All right, so it's you and Justin in Justin's Camaro with you driving.
Yes.
I did not go to the driver's
Crazy.
meeting and sign all the BS stuff.
Right.
Which is, I probably
Lower
could
your
still
voice.
do.
We're playing by the rules here. And then me and Hellforce And I wouldn't say we're gonna race because
No,
we're not
we're just
supposed to
gonna,
do that,
you
but we're
know,
just gonna be out there together in close
Yeah.
vicinity if we can.
We want to feel it.
Have
together.
a nice time with our friends
Yeah.
in Hellforces and Camaros.
I'll get what I learned out of that car with proper brakes, and then apply it to this, and then.
See, that's what you don't want to do, though.
Man, 19.8 miles per gallon. We're about to ruin that. How badass is that helmet? Damn, you look good. Thanks. Oh, dude, I'm clean. Yeah. do a cool down lap? Good idea. Dude, that was so much fun. This thing handles pretty well. The only thing that's hard is timing your shifts. Like sometimes the shifts, yeah, but sometimes the shifts so hard, like it can really break the rear end loose, you know?
Nick Seuss, how was that? You getting a Camaro, dude?
No, the Hellforce in a straight line.
It's actually so fast. And let me tell you,
crazy.
dropping the air out of the tires, it's way faster around the turns too.
Yeah.
Like it rips, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was taking her easy. It was pretty. You were at a
it turns
pretty
out
fast pace.
That thing's really fast
Yeah.
still.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Obviously, you've not driven this car before, right? Doesn't have track tires and stuff on it, but it's a V8.
Did pretty darn good though.
It's a V8 Camaro and Hellforce, dude. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
It's nuts how we would get out to the straightaway and you would just walk away.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
away.
incredible how fast you were going.
That
Like,
thing
in the
rips from a
straight-
roll. Oh man.
Yeah, we
Let's
gotta give this little girl a break for
just
a second.
okay. Let her cool down. We'll assess the time situation. Go from there.
See you later, suckers. Get it, girl. Oh, that was. Oh, what's the deal? You have to buy some parts? Like
I
that
think
was
so,
pretty.
dude. Like honestly, that was overall a great success. I would say great success. Turns out, Hellforce, you can just take it on a track, have a great time. Can you go as fast as physically possible? No, but can you have a blast? Yes.
And I think pretty fast. In hindsight, I wish maybe I would have tracked lap times.
Yeah.
For people who have an idea of lap times around here, especially that last time out with the
Last
Camaro.
one, yeah,
Turns
you were
out
ripping.
Hellforce is actually,
Yeah.
it'll turn some lap times.
Yeah, you're ripping, dude.
So I think we get some brakes, some front suspension
Yep.
components that allow some adjustability,
Yeah.
caster camber, do some fancy things. Maybe get the front track width to match
To
the
match the back
rear,
Yeah.
and then come rip it harder. Because that was fun.
That was awesome. That was super awesome. Overall, great job building that sucker.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, yeah, no problem.
All right, we're out of here. See you guys later. Thanks
See
again.
you at the buffet.
I gotta go home because there's some stuff going on tonight. Gotta do stuff.